Today I'm going to tell you an interesting story about the life of Saint Athanasius of Alexandria. Saint Athanasius is also known as the patron saint of theologians and faith defenders. He was born around the year 296 AD from a Christian family during a time when the church was still young and often persecuted. In his young age, Saint Athanasius showed a deep sense of spirituality and intellectual brilliance. When he was a teenager, Bishop Alexander of Alexandria noticed his deep theological insights and spiritual discipline and mentored him closely. Soon after, he became a deacon and was appointed the assistant of the bishop. Around the age of 23 years old, he wrote a powerful book called On the Incarnation, which explained the mystery of how Jesus Christ became human to save humanity. This book became one of the most influential works in Christian theology and is still studied today. Around the 3rd century, a major theological conflict between Arianism and Catholics began to emerge. Arianism, founded by Arius, a former priest, taught that Jesus Christ was not fully God, but a created being with superior qualities to humans, yet not equal to God the Father. Saint Athanasius fought fiercely to defend against these erroneous teachings. In the year 325 AD, Emperor Constantine summoned all Christian leaders from bishops to theologians and faith defenders to unite the church under one official doctrine. This gathering, known as the Council of Nicaea, was convened to discuss, debate, and define the official teachings of the church. During the council, Saint Athanasius passionately defended his theological understanding of Jesus in a tireless debate against Arius. The outcome of the debate was a clear decision by the council that Jesus, the Son of God, is of the same essence as the Father, directly opposing Arius's teaching and marking a significant victory for Saint Athanasius. This became one of the foundational teachings of Christian theology regarding the divinity of Jesus. After the defeat of Arius in the debate, he was exiled, but their controversy didn't just die. Around 328 AD, Bishop Alexander passed away, and Saint Athanasius assumed his position at the young age of just 30. He would hold this position for 45 years, though 17 of those years were spent in exile. This was because the followers of Arius, known as Arians, gained political power. He was exiled multiple times. At one point, he had to hide for months in a friend's home and even lived among monks in the Egyptian desert. But he never backed down. He kept writing, preaching, and defending the truth. Despite constant trials, he remained deeply pastoral, caring for his flock in Alexandria. By the time he returned to Alexandria for the final time, the tide had turned. The church finally accepted that Jesus is fully God and had become dominant. He had lived long enough to see the fruits of his courage and perseverance. On May 2nd, 373 AD, Athanasius died peacefully in Alexandria, finally free from exile. He was around 77 years old. He had spent his entire life defending the mystery of Christ, often standing alone but never giving in to falsehood. Today, Saint Athanasius is venerated as the patron saint of theologians and faith defenders. His feast day is celebrated every 2nd of May. If you like stories like this, support us, follow, like, and